Hello and welcome to Beyond the Lens. Last time we had a look at how to use some footage you've shot with a green screen and how to put a background on it. This time what we're going to do is have a look at green screen effects and how to add them to your footage to enhance your scene. So let's have a look at Adobe Premiere and see what we're going to do. Okay. So we're in Adobe Premiere Pro here, but before we start, let's have a quick look at what we're going to be doing. Okay, we have our media bin open here, and I've got my footage as a sunset and the birds flapping. If you look there, they're flapping their little wings. Bring our sunset into our timeline, and because the birds footage has got a redundant audio track, and when I say redundant I mean there is nothing on it, we're going to double click and bring it into our trimmer, and then just drag that onto our timeline, and we'll just bring our footage down to match. But as you see, if we move this along, it's a little bit not great. So we're going to do what's called motion tracking. I'm going to click on our birds, and in effects and control we're going to go to motion, and we're going to click on this square here. We're going to drag this down to around here. We're going to reduce this to about 80%. Now we're going to use these little stopwatches here. And we're at the beginning of our footage here, so we're going to drag to the end of our footage. And then click on our birds and move them up try and move them in the direction they're going. About there. So we have our two in and out points, and with this we're going to now take up to 100. I should take up to 120, I think, to make it look like they're flying closer to the camera. So if we look now and we press our play button, they look like they're coming towards the camera. Next thing we want to do is get rid of this green. So we're going to go to our effects, going to go to video effects, keying, and our good old friend Ultra Key. We'll put that on our birds in the timeline, and up here we have our plunger, and there we have our birds. Now we don't have to worry about adjusting the alpha channel if we just go over to alpha channel, because this is a very clean green on the back of it. If I just show you, there's no shadows, no wrinkles. It's a computer animated and generated image, so we don't have to worry about alpha channels and adjustments. It's basically what's called pre-rendered. So let's just hit our render there, have a quick render. You can have a look at the birds flying across. And there we go. There's our birds flying across nicely, as though they're coming towards the camera. They're getting slightly bigger. Now we're going to put a little bit of music into it. So if we bring our bin in, here's our music. But we don't want all of it, so we're going to bring it in, and let's press our play. there and press this or hit the O key for the out, and then we'll bring this into our timeline. But if you notice, it's still a little bit too long for our footage. We're going to click on here our rate stretch tool and just move our footage up a bit. There we go. And then we'll just put a couple of fades in. So we'll close down our keying and our thing and open up our fades. We're going to go 3D dissolve and use our cross dissolve to go into there. And then fading out. And we're going to put in an audio fade, so audio transitions, crossfades, exceptional fade at the end of our music. Give that a render again. And there we have our nice little evening scene, our birds flying across a nice sunset. So this could be used as a cutaway or establishing shot, whichever you like. Well, I hope that was useful. If you like it, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more tutorials, hopefully every week. Have a great weekend.